Yes, today we are going to study about another topic known as the rheumatoid arthritis, in which we mainly see the clinical features and what is rheumatoid arthritis, and also we can see the lab diagnosis or the diagnosis and what will be its treatment. It is normally a huge topic. We can understand this topic step by step. Okay. First, we start from the introduction. What is the rheumatoid arthritis? Rheumatoid arthritis is normally what it is a chronic form of what it is a chronic form of disease in which mainly it is symmetrical. Means it can involve bilateral, like bilateral and small joints, like mainly it can involve the PIP or the MCP joints. Okay, like the proximal interphalangeal joints or the metacarpophalangeal joints. Normally it can involve small joints. Okay, or mainly it is polyarticular involvement, polyarticular joint involvement. What it means? It means more than 5 joints are involved. Okay, or mainly it involve what? MCP, PIP joints. Means it normally spare DIP joints. Okay, and it is what? It is normally a autoimmune disease, which normally this autoimmune disorder which can normally affect or attack the synovium, this synovium, and this synovium means antibody is formed against this synovium, and when this synovium get inflamed or inflamed, it may leads to the several clinical features. We can understand within 5 minutes or within 2 minutes. We can understand. First, we see what are these normal joints. Normal joint contain what? It has the bone. This is the bone, and along with this bone, this is the blue structure. This is known as the cartilage. Okay, and this cartilage, or in between these two bone or in between these two cartilage, we can see this fluid known as the synovial fluid, and this synovial membrane is responsible for what? The formation of synovial fluid. But the problem is that in this synovial membrane is get inflamed, or autoimmunity can affect, or antibody is formed against what? This synovial membrane, and when the antibody is formed against this synovial membrane, it get affected and attack this and leads to the formation of several clinical features like what? It can give the articular sign. What it means? Articular sign means it can give the sign of inflammation, or in this the patient may have pain, or sometime the patient on the joint, the patient have also a stiffness Okay, and they are mainly bisymmetrical joint involvement. Means if this hand is joint, right hand is joints, along with also some small joints of the left hand is also involved, and it means they are mainly symmetrical involvement. And in this there is the stiffness or the morning stiffness, which is mainly more than a 60 minute, and if this stiffness is less than the 60 minute or approx 30 minutes, we can think about the osteoarthritis. Or in this normal osteoarthritis, we can see that there is the decreased space in between the joints, and which leads to the mobility problem of the patient. Means the patient cannot walk or cannot move from one place to other, or in the on the basis of the severity we can find what is the severity form of this osteoarthritis. And in this rheumatoid arthritis, normally what we see, they see inflammation of what, synovial membrane, and along with this it can also develop some extra articular sign. This extra articular sign we can understand within a minute. Okay, and these symptoms may be more than for the 60 minutes. And after these symptoms, the main thing, the main point of this, that these symptoms like this morning stiffness is mainly more than for the 60 minutes in the early morning, and after when the like a person can walk, or he can do, or he or she can do any activity, normally these symptoms can be resolved for time. Okay, means the symptoms or the activity mainly what, this type of joints or the multiple, and this can be symptoms is resolve on activity or active activity. Okay, and normally they are what, polyarticular, means more than 5 joints involved. Okay, and the what is the main hallmark features of this disease? Main hallmark features of this disease is the what, flexor tenosynovitis. The patient may present with the flexor tenosynovitis, means the patient have mainly 3 problems, like the range of what, the patient range of the moment, or the moment range can be decreased. Okay, and after sometimes the grip of the patient is also decreased, and also the triggering the finger, it can also decrease, trigger finger. Okay, the mainly the hallmark feature is that it has the flexor tenosynovitis, and this flexor tenosynovitis means the patient have low range of moment, or low grip, or the less grip, and also the degrees of the triggering of the finger. Okay, these are the mainly clinical features, and some signs we can understand or we can study. Like first we revise this all the clinical features, like in the patient have the articular signs like what, inflammation, and the inflammation have the tenderness or the pain, or sometimes the patient may have the stiffness in the joints, and mainly they are the bilateral involvement, or bilateral symmetrical involvement, or mainly it involve what, PIP, MCP joints, or mainly wrist joint, mainly it involve. Okay, and morning stiffness more than the 60 minutes, and the symptoms resolves on what, activity, and they are mainly polyarticular. And we can also see these several signs related to this topic, and in which we first see this, like you can see, this joint is known as DIP joint, and this is known as PIP joint. This is known as DIP, and this is known as PIP. Here same, PIP, or this is DIP. What we see for in the first case, or in this case, what we mainly see in this, the patient have this swollen or the inflamed mainly at the PIP joints, and due to the swollen or the PIP joint, these PIP joints get flexed, and this DIP can mainly in the extend form. Okay, mainly this is what condition, like in this the PIP is in what, flexion form, and the DIP is mainly in what? Extension form, and this condition is known as, this sign is known as Botonier sign. What it is known as? Botonier sign. Okay, and in this Botonier deformity, you can say Botonier deformity also, deformity. And in the X-ray view we can see this DIP is hyper flexed. This is flexed form, like DIP flexed, and the PIP is hyperextend form, hyperextends. Okay, and this condition is known as, or this deformity is known as swan neck deformity. This is known as swan neck deformity. And also in this image, in the third image, you can first, second and the third image, and in the third image you can see there is no any change on the PIP joint, but the problem is on DIP joint. This DIP joint is what get more flexed, but PIP is normal, and this sign is known as mallet sign, and these signs are mainly seen in the disease known as the rheumatoid arthritis. And also the another features, like you can think if the patient have like other signs also may be involved, like due to sometimes due to what it can leads to erosion, or you can say it may leads to the erosive arthritis, and due to this erosive arthritis or of the joint, which mainly leads to Z form deformity. Z form deformity. And what do we mean by Z form deformity? This is the important one. What it means in this, like Z form deformity, the patient have also the subluxation of what you see in Z form deformity. In Z form deformity you can see subluxation of what? MCP, first MCP joints. Okay, and also you can see hyperextension of what? IP joints, hyperextension of interphalangeal joint. Okay, and also the patient have the subluxation of the distal radioulnar joint, also subluxation of radioulnar joint. This is known as Z form deformity, and these are the mainly signs which can mainly seen in this rheumatoid arthritis. Next we can understand the several extra features or the extra articular features of this disease. These extra articular features include some like may involve the eyes or the ocular manifestation and some others related to this disease. Okay, in ocular manifestation the patient have the sometimes of like dryness of the eye may be there, and also sometimes the patient may have the EP scleritis or scleritis, and in the severe condition the patient may have the problem of the scleromalacia, and due to this scleromalacia means it is due to the nodules or the rheumatoid nodules which we mainly see in this condition. what it means, this rheumatoid nodule is the type of fibroid necrosis, and this fibroid necrosis, if it happens in the eyes, it may lead to the what, scleromalacia. Means what we see in the ocular manifestation. In ocular manifestation we can see normally dryness of the eye, okay, and we can also see the some features like episcleritis, and we can also see like the scleritis, means it can involve the inflammation of what, sclera. And sometimes due to the severe condition, in the severe condition we lead to scleromalacia, and this scleromalacia is due to what, due to scleral nodules. It is the rheumatic nodules of what, eyes, during the rheumatoid disease, and this leads to what, it is the type of what, it is mainly a type of fibrinoid necrosis, and leads to the damage to the sclera. Okay, and these are the mainly the ocular manifestation or the ocular features which we mainly seen in this rheumatoid arthritis. And some of the other features like the patient may sometimes in the severe conditions, the patient may have the problem of what, the joints like the neck involvement or neck or the atlantoaxial joint involvement. Like in the spine it can only involve neck or the cervical, rest not involved. It means like in the, you can see the lumbar or the sacral or lumbosacrals mainly involved in the, or the sarcoiliac joints is mainly involved in the several like the disease in which the features like the bamboo like spine. You can give me answer in your comment. Okay, what the bamboo sign seen in, you can comment me on the comment box. Okay, and the next mainly in the spondyloarthritis. Okay, and also we can see the several features like others features like, if there is the heart involvement, it can lead to the pericarditis, and sometimes the patient may have the features like the pleural effusion, and also the patient have the palmar erythema. Okay, and these are the mainly features which can mainly involve what, in the rheumatoid arthritis. And some of the features which may lead or the part of the other disease, like sometimes the patient may, along with the rheumatoid arthritis, along with the several features like the patient have rheumatoid arthritis along with neutropenia, and also there is the splenomegaly. We can just think about the Felty syndrome, and in this Felty syndrome, it is the triad of the Felty syndrome is that the patient have rheumatoid arthritis, and if the patient have neutropenia, and along with what, splenomegaly, and this suspected what, Felty syndrome, and this is the important one for your exam. Okay, and also not only these three features are mainly present in the Felty syndrome, also some features like we can learn by these mnemonics, like Santa is the mainly the features of what, Felty syndrome. And what are the features of this Felty syndrome? This Felty syndrome has what, splenomegaly, or A for they have the anemia, the patient may have anemia, and also the patient, N for neutropenia, and the T for what, the patient may have thrombocytopenia, and arthritis. Which type of arthritis is seen in Felty syndrome? Rheumatoid arthritis. Okay, in the rheumatoid arthritis. And you can also see this skin manifestation. The patient have what? On mainly this rheumatoid nodules, it is known as what? Rheumatoid nodules. And these rheumatoid nodules are mainly seen on what? Mainly seen on extensor. Okay, and these are the features of what? These are the mainly the sign and symptoms of what? Rheumatoid arthritis. This is the clinical features, and this is the several signs along with some extra articular manifestations, like if it involves the heart, it can involve mainly the pericarditis, pleural effusion, and the palmar erythema. Okay, and the several signs and symptoms are this: the Felty syndromes, splenomegaly, anemia, neutropenia, and the thrombocytopenia, and sometimes the patient may have the arthritis. Okay, and at last